Are you still stuck stressing over a wallet that's always flat no matter how hard you hustle? Or maybe you've looked at those folks who seem to be born with a silver spoon, swimming in wealth, and wondered, what's their secret? I'm here to tell you it's not about their fat bank accounts, some fancy MBA degree, or even that shiny property deed everyone talks about. In this video, I'm spilling the beans on an ancient wisdom, tested over thousands of years, so powerful it'll completely flip how you see money and abundance in your life. Here's the truth. Wealth isn't some far-off treasure you've got to chase down. Everything you're craving, whether it's the deed to your dream house or a bank balance that just keeps growing, it's all the fruit of seeds you've already planted in the garden of your mind. Sounds a bit deep, right? But think about it. You want apples? You plant apple seeds. You want wheat? You sow wheat seeds. So what seeds do you plant for money, for prosperity? That's the key, to stop running after cash and let it flow to you instead. We're going to pull back the curtain on this secret together so you can start sowing the seeds for a thriving financial future, not just for you, but for everyone around you too. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on these million-dollar insights. All right, let's dive into the real deal. Where does money actually come from? You ever walk into a grocery store, stare at shelves stacked with snacks and goodies and wonder, did all this stuff just magically appear? Of course not. It's produced, shipped, and shelved. Same goes for your money. It doesn't just fall from the sky or grow on some ancient money tree. Ancient wisdom lays it out clear. The wealth and abundance you experience in life are perfect reflections of the good seeds you've planted in the fertile soil of your mind. Put simply, what you see out there is just the movie screen. The real film reel, it's spinning inside your head. Picture your mind as a giant seed supermarket. Every thought, word, or action you take is like picking a seed and planting it. Choose seeds of generosity, like helping others with their finances. Congrats, you're growing a towering money tree for your future. But if you accidentally toss out seeds of stinginess, jealousy, or even tiny acts of dishonesty, well, sorry to say, you're nurturing a tree of lack. Let's make it real with some vivid examples to see what seeds you've been planting. Generosity isn't just about writing big checks to charity. The small stuff counts too, like holding onto someone's lost wallet on a New York sidewalk and tracking them down to return it, or finding a phone dropped on the subway and making sure it gets back to its owner. Maybe you let go of that last discounted item you wanted, like the perfect size pair of shoes at Nordstrom Rack, because you saw someone else needed it more. That's you planting seeds of generosity, sharing straight from the heart. You can also plant seeds by sharing knowledge that creates value. Say you take time to teach a new coworker how to navigate tricky accounting software, helping them get their work done faster and boosting the company's bottom line. Or maybe you post a simple money-saving tip online, like how to maximize credit card rewards. That's planting financial seeds right there. Integrity and punctuality grow valuable seeds too. When you deliver a project on time with top-notch quality for a client at a Silicon Valley tech firm, you're helping them hit their business goals, which means more profits for them. Those seeds bloom into trust, juicy new contracts, and, yep, more money for you. And don't sleep on respecting shared resources. Even small acts like turning off the lights or AC when you leave the office in a Chicago high-rise, not wasting printer paper, or taking care of company equipment show respect for collective wealth. These are powerful seeds for your own financial security and abundance down the road. I bet you're wondering, why do these actions have such a big impact on your bank account, right? It's all about the law of karma. You reap what you sow. If you want money, you've got to plant money seeds, and those are seeds of generosity. Giving with an open heart. A lemon seed can't grow a watermelon. There's got to be a match. Hard work builds habits. Skill sharpens your mind, but they're not the root of abundance. To get wealthy, you've got to learn to give, even in small ways. Tiny seeds grow into massive trees. One grape seed can yield a vine with hundreds of juicy clusters. That's why you never do bad deeds, no matter how small, and never skip a chance to do good. Why do we always feel short on cash? Because we're not planting enough. We miss the right seeds and get caught wrestling with stuff on the outside with your boss, your clients, the latest tax rules, or those flashing green and red stock screens. Those aren't the root cause. They're just shadows reflecting the seeds inside you. Feeling a bit confused? No worries. let me share a legendary tale passed down for thousands of years in ancient Tibetan wisdom about a pencil. Got a pencil handy? Imagine picking one up. What do you see? You'd say, it's a pencil, obviously, but what about a puppy? If a dog trots over and you show it the same thing, what does it see? A bone to chew on, of course. Same object, yet why do you and the dog see it differently? A pencil isn't inherently a pencil, it's empty. To you, it's a writing tool. To a kid, it's a toy. To a dog, it's a snack. So, does pencilness come from the pencil itself? Nope. If it did, you and the dog would both see it as a pencil, and that pup would be scribbling love letters to its crush. It's not just pencils. Everything around you is empty. It only becomes something when a mind looks at it. The meaning, what you see, comes from the mind projecting onto it. So everything in your life comes from you, from the seeds in your mind. Next, apply this to money. Money's the same. It's empty, free from being fixed as good or bad, enough or lacking. To an immigrant worker struggling in Queens, New York, a $100 bill might be a fortune covering rent and groceries. To a Wall Street hedge fund trader, that same $100 is a speck of dust in their billion-dollar deals. To one person, money's a tool to fund a charity helping thousands. To another, it's the root of greed and conflict. So, is money itself good or bad? Nope, it's empty. What you experience with money, abundance or scarcity, luck or trouble, comes entirely from the seeds your mind projects onto it. When you truly wake up to this truth, you'll realize something incredibly freeing. You're not a victim of your financial situation, a recession, or a tough boss. You have immense power to transform your entire money reality just by shifting the seeds in your mind. Grinding away at work or chasing external get-rich-quick schemes without changing those inner seeds, it'll never lead to lasting abundance. It's like trying to squeeze water from a rock. You might be thinking, this sounds a bit out there, can I really trust it? But hold up. There's rock-solid proof of the power of emptiness. First up, the Diamond Sutra, a roadmap to enlightenment and yes, even wealth. The entire Diamond Sutra, one of the most profound and powerful Buddhist texts, is built on the concept of emptiness. Its whole point is to open your eyes to this. Everything you see and experience comes from you. The sutra teaches that every phenomenon out there is an illusion, a projection shaped by your mind. Once you get this, you stop blaming the outside world and start taking charge of creating your own reality. That feeling of holding the power to change your life? It's exhilarating, isn't it? Second, the ancient philosophy of give to receive has been proven across cultures and religions. From the Old Testament, like Proverbs 11:24, one person gives freely, yet gains even more. Another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty. To the teachings of Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism, the importance of giving is crystal clear. This philosophy shows that when you give with a genuine heart, you open a channel to receive exponentially more. It's not just about money, it's about the flow of abundance in every part of your life. Finally, the lives of great figures and modern billionaires back this up loud and clear. Many billionaires, from self-made moguls to those who inherited fortunes, are active philanthropists. Andrew Carnegie, the steel tycoon and one of America's richest men ever, Forbes, famously said, "The man who dies rich dies disgraced." He believed the wealthy have a duty to share their fortune for good. Founders like Bill Gates of Microsoft and Warren Buffett of Berkshire Hathaway have poured massive chunks of their wealth into the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, one of the world's largest charities. This isn't just about polishing their image. Their mindset of giving and serving has fueled their lasting prosperity. They know giving doesn't make you poorer, it's an investment in your own abundance. So how do you actually put this into practice in our busy lives? To start planting those money and abundance seeds, practice generosity consciously and strategically, like a farmer carefully sowing seeds in their field. First, get crystal clear on your financial goals. How much money do you want? What's it for? The sharper your focus, the more precise and well-aimed your seeds will be. For example, I want an extra $5,000 a month to pay off my student loans and start saving for my first home in the Los Angeles suburbs. Next, find your seed recipients, people who share your desires. This is the key to making your seeds flourish. If you want money, look for someone else who needs money or wants to boost their income. It could be a friend struggling financially, a scholarship fund for students, a small business fighting to stay afloat, or a coworker aiming to improve their performance for a year-end bonus. The most powerful soil of all? Your parents, if they're still around, especially since they've given you so much. If you can, regularly share a portion of your income with them, no matter how small. They're the richest ground for planting seeds of generosity and gratitude. These are incredibly potent seeds for abundance. Then, take action to help them achieve their goals. This is when you plant the seed. You can give money directly. If you're able, give sincerely without expecting anything in return, even if it's a small amount. Donate $20 to a local charity feeding the homeless in your city with the thought, "May everyone have enough and never worry about food." Or share advice and knowledge. If you know a thing or two about personal finance, like tax optimization or stock investing, spend an hour a week mentoring a friend starting a business, helping them craft a plan to attract investors. You can also give time and effort. Help someone at work so they can shine and earn more. Volunteer with a nonprofit like Habitat for Humanity to build homes for those in need. Or spend 30 minutes polishing a friend's resume to boost their shot at a better job. Another way? Support small businesses or your community. Shop at local stores instead of big chains, or buy from someone facing hardship. Skip Starbucks and grab coffee from a small shop run by an immigrant in your neighborhood with the intention of supporting their livelihood. Finally, here's a crucial step to make those seeds sprout and grow fast. Coffee meditation. Watering your seeds. Every night before bed, take 5-10 minutes to lie down, close your eyes, and joyfully recall all the good you did that day to help others with money or abundance. Feel the happiness and satisfaction from those generous acts. I was thrilled to help my nephew budget his allowance today, knowing it'll teach him to manage money better. So awesome! I also helped my neighbor clean out her garage so she could sell old stuff for extra cash. That felt so warm. This is like watering your seeds, helping them grow strong and fast. You might be thinking, what if I don't have much money to give? Listen, you don't need a mountain of cash to plant seeds. The value lies in your heartfelt intention and effort, not the dollar amount. Give $5 or $10 directly, sure, but you can also give time, knowledge, a listening ear, or honest advice. Even avoiding negative talk about others' finances is a good seed. And if you're wondering, I've given, but why haven't I received yet? Remember, seeds take time to sprout and grow. Some bloom fast, others slowly. Plus, you might have unknowingly planted opposing seeds like jealousy or wastefulness that are draining the good ones. Stay patient, keep planting the right way, and clear out the weeds. Your seeds will always bloom. To make this work fast, keep this in mind. Intention matters most. Giving with compassion, without expecting anything, and genuinely wanting others to be happy creates the strongest seeds. It's like planting top-quality seeds. Next, give in the right places. The most powerful seeds grow when you help those who truly need it, people struggling, or where your help can make a big impact. Like someone scraping by to pay rent in California, or a student needing a scholarship to chase their college dreams. Frequency beats quantity. Planting small seeds daily, even tiny acts, is more effective than one big gesture and then nothing. Steady rain soaks the soil. Finally, start with the smallest things. Don't wait to have tons of money to begin giving. Start now with what you have. 5 minutes, a piece of advice, or a heartfelt smile. Don't forget to pull the weeds, clear out habits that block your money flow. Picture this. Your garden is bursting with lush plants, but if you let weeds run wild, they'll choke out your flowers and fruit in no time. Your mind's garden works the same way. While you're busy planting prosperity seeds, you might unknowingly nurture weeds, negative thoughts, habits, and actions tied to money and others' wealth. Ancient wisdom is clear. If you want true abundance, you've got to stop doing things that take away from others' abundance. It's not just about being nice. It's a core law of karma, like an unspoken deal with the universe. From the lens of karma and seeds, these weeds aren't just obvious theft like swiping from a store. They're often subtle, everyday actions we overlook, but they plant powerful anti-money seeds. For example, disrespecting others' property, including company or public resources. Think using office supplies for personal stuff, printing personal docs on the company printer, making hours of personal calls on a work phone, or scrolling social media during work hours. That's stealing time and resources you're not entitled to. These seeds can sprout as personal financial struggles, unexpected expenses, or even your own stuff disappearing. Wasting public resources is another weed. Leaving lights on in an empty office, letting water run needlessly in a public restroom, or grabbing a huge stack of napkins at a mall. These show disrespect for shared resources, quietly taking from the collective good. Those seeds might show up as surprise bills or damage to your own property. Pirating copyrighted material, grabbing free downloads steals the intellectual property and hard work of creators. This can lead to your own projects flopping, your ideas getting ripped off, or even financial scams hitting you. Delaying payments or exploiting legal loopholes, even if technically legal, plants seeds of holding back what belongs to others or society. That can manifest as financial stagnation, legal headaches, or lost trust. Then there's a super toxic weed, envying others' wealth. When you see someone thriving financially, getting a raise, cruising in a sleek new car in Beverly Hills, or hitting a big business milestone, and you feel jealous, bitter, or think they don't deserve that, you're planting a poisonous seed. It's like slamming the door on your own abundance. Envy blinds you to your own financial opportunities and can even turn into direct obstacles or losses. Lastly, dishonesty in business or finances is a dangerous seed. Lying to make a sale, like hyping up a product's quality on Amazon, exaggerating to lure investors, or engaging in shady deals. Every lie, every dishonest act sows a potent seed of financial loss, broken trust, and a trashed reputation. You might think these small actions don't matter, but in the world of karma, nothing's too small. First, the universal law of karma says you reap what you sow, and it's not just a cliche, it's a bedrock principle. Plant seeds of taking from others and you'll face loss yourself. For instance, casually borrowing a pen from the office and never returning it. That's a seed that could bloom into situations where your money or belongings vanish, or you hit unexpected financial hits. On the flip side, respecting others' property, even the little stuff, plants a strong seed for protecting and growing your own wealth. Second, the 10 Commandments in the Old Testament declare, "You shall not steal," Exodus 20:15. This isn't just a moral rule, it's a profound karmic principle. Stealing, in any form, disrupts the flow of blessings and prosperity. It creates a leak in your financial energy, making it hard to hold on to wealth no matter how much you earn. This applies not just to physical theft, but to stealing time, ideas, or opportunities from others. Finally, the karmic cycle in ancient Tibetan wisdom explains that every action starts a loop. Negative actions tied to others' property kick off a cycle where you'll face similar losses. On the flip side, protecting and respecting others' property sets up a cycle of financial safety and growth. Envy of others' wealth is especially harmful because it's an emotional rejection of abundance. It's like telling the universe, I don't want what they have, so I don't want it for me either. Successful people often show genuine joy for others' wins, knowing abundance is limitless and celebrating it in others pulls it closer to themselves. So how do you clear, resolve, or transform these weeds practically and simply? Don't stress if you spot some weeds in your garden. Ancient wisdom offers powerful weed killers and strategies to turn negative seeds into sources of prosperity. First, practice confession, awareness, and regret. Honestly acknowledge any negative actions you've taken, no matter how small, involving others' property or money. Feel sincere regret for causing harm, even unintentionally, to others or yourself through those actions. Genuine regret is the first step to purifying negative seeds. Then, commit to not repeating them, making a firm decision to avoid those actions moving forward. Next, pull weeds proactively by taking strong opposite actions. This is where the magic happens, planting positive seeds to counteract the negative ones. If you've stolen company time or resources, volunteer to stay late to help finish a key project without expecting extra pay, or commit to boosting your productivity during work hours to make up for it. Contribute by buying office supplies or coffee for the team. If you've been wasteful, make a habit of turning off lights, conserving water, and using resources efficiently at home and in public, like at a national park, like Yellowstone. Treat public property like your own, or even more, carefully. If you've pirated content, buy a legal copy of that movie, album, software, or book you enjoyed, or donate to a fund supporting artists or creators you admire. If you've envied someone's wealth, like a friend who landed a big loan to start a business, actively cultivate genuine joy for them. say or think, "That's amazing. They must have planted some incredible generous seeds to achieve that. I'm so happy for them, and it inspires me to plant those same seeds for my own success." You can even sincerely compliment their achievement or offer help to sustain or grow it if it fits. Finally, if you've delayed payments, pay bills on time or even early if possible. Like paying ahead on a mortgage or credit card. If you owe someone money, repay it as soon as you can, or at least communicate clearly about your repayment plan. After taking these positive opposite actions, wrap up with coffee meditation for healing each night. Focus on the joy and relief you feel from stopping a negative action and replacing it with a positive one. Today, I made a point to turn off the office lights when no one was around, and it felt so good knowing I'm contributing. Awesome. I also sincerely congratulated my friend on their new home in the Denver suburbs instead of feeling jealous. I feel so light and happy knowing this will bring more good my way. This locks in those positive imprints in your mind. Wondering, do small things like using office supplies really affect my finances? Absolutely. In karma, no action is small. Every action plants a seed. A tiny seed watered consistently can grow into a massive tree. Likewise, a small act of taking from others, repeated over time, builds a strong karmic imprint that shows up as financial lack. On the flip side, stopping those small actions and replacing them with positive ones can spark major positive shifts. If you're thinking, "I've made big mistakes in the past, can I really clear them?" Yes, you absolutely can. Karma isn't a fixed fate. The power of sincere regret paired with consistent, strong opposite actions can purify negative seeds, weakening them or stopping them from ripening, while the positive seeds you plant grow strong. Consistency and sincerity are the key. To make this work fast, be your own detective. Spend a few minutes daily observing your thoughts, words, and actions around money and others' property. You might be shocked at how many weeds you've been planting. Tackle it holistically by applying this principle not just to money but to all forms of wealth. Time, energy, reputation, even others' ideas. Take opposite actions immediately. When you catch a negative thought, like envy, counter it right away with a positive one, like, "I hope they succeed even more." The sooner you counter, the weaker the negative seed. Lastly, find a trusted karma partner to openly share your challenges and wins in weeding. This can bring huge support and speed up your progress. Nurturing your mind garden. Habits of a true wealth creator. You've learned how to plant good seeds, pull weeds, and grasp the profound power of emptiness. Now, how do you keep your mind garden thriving, bursting with money trees and happiness vines all year round? The secret lies in cultivating mental and practical habits with persistence and discipline, making them an unshakable part of your daily life. This isn't some get-rich-quick instant noodle recipe. It's a true lifestyle of prosperity. First, set up your golden hour coffee meditation. Pick a fixed time each night, like 5 to 10 minutes before bed, and make it a sacred ritual. Lie down, close your eyes, and replay the highlight reel of good deeds you did that day, focusing only on actions that helped others with money or abundance. Smile softly, feel the joy, the satisfaction, maybe even give yourself a mental high five. Today, I helped my neighbor in the Dallas suburbs carry heavy stuff to her attic. I know it saved her time and energy to focus on work and earn more. That's awesome. I also didn't gripe about the awful traffic and even thanked the bus driver. That seed's gonna bloom into a positive vibe and more money. Second, find a steady seed recipient, karma partner. Pick a friend, family member, or coworker you can commit to helping regularly. This builds a habit of planting seeds and keeps you accountable. Set financial goals together and plant seeds to reach them. You help them, they help you, and you both level up. For example, my buddy in Seattle wants to make $50,000 a month from his business. I'll commit to spending an hour a week helping him with social media marketing strategies, and I'm aiming for my own $100,000 goal. We're in this together. Third, weed on a schedule. Take 5 minutes each morning or night to sweep your mind. Quickly list any negative thoughts, words, or actions, however small, tied to money or others' property. Immediately counter them with an opposite action or vow not to repeat them. It's like pulling weeds when they're just sprouts. Easy and effective. For instance, caught yourself thinking, "Why'd she get that big bonus and not me?" Switch to, Congrats to her, she must have worked hard. I'm gonna step up my game too. Almost tossed a soda can on the street in a clean city like San Francisco? Find a public trash bin instead. Then, during coffee meditation, celebrate your weeding. I didn't gossip about a coworker today. That's huge. This positive seed's gonna create a harmonious workplace and more money. Finally, invest in knowledge. Wrench the soil. Aim to read a chapter of ancient wisdom or listen to a talk, daily or weekly. Attend discussions or workshops on karmic principles or similar topics to deepen your understanding. Keep a journal of what you learn and how you apply it. This makes your mind's soil richer, helping seeds sprout stronger. If you're swamped and thinking, I'm too busy for all this, relax. Coffee meditation takes just 5-10 minutes. Helping someone can be a quick phone tip. It's about consistency and intention. Even managing your time to do these things plants a great seed for efficiency and prosperity. If you're doing this and still hitting roadblocks wondering, is this even working? Know that even the best gardens face pests or storms. Challenges might be old, potent seeds ripening out, or a test of your commitment. Keep planting and watering, and your harvest of prosperity will come unstoppable. To make this work fast, track your karma daily. At day's end, give yourself a score. How many good seeds did I plant today? How many weeds did I pull? This sharpens your awareness and fuels motivation. Start small, grow big. Don't overhaul everything at once. Begin with 1 or 2 easy habits and expand gradually. Be a shining example when you see positive results. Humbly share your story. It inspires others and waters your own seed. Above all, joy is key. Stay cheerful and optimistic as you practice. Joy is the ultimate catalyst for your seeds. My dear friend, the journey to true prosperity isn't a frantic race out there in the world. It's a wondrous adventure deep within your own mind's garden. As we've explored together, all the abundance in your life, especially money, doesn't just fall from the sky or appear out of nowhere. Not at all. It's the harvest of the seeds you've diligently planted. When you truly grasp these secrets, you understand where money comes from, your generous acts of helping others. You uproot the weeds, habits that harm others' property or resources. You awaken to the profound power of emptiness, realizing you have full control over your reality. And most importantly, you nurture prosperity habits with unwavering, systematic dedication. You'll unlock your karmic potential. And when that door swings open, prosperity won't just be about money. It'll pour in as an endless stream of vibrant health, meaningful relationships, inner peace, and the ability to reach out and make the world a better place. This is the path to kind, sustainable, and deeply fulfilling wealth that so many dream of. Here's the thing, the universe plays fair. What you sow, even the tiniest seed, comes back to you multiplied. So don't wait another second. Roll up your sleeves and start planting prosperity seeds right now. Every small action, every positive thought, every heartfelt word is a precious seed waiting to sprout and bear fruit. Act for a world of abundance and goodness, and you'll see that what you want most in life, freedom, wealth, happiness, will flow to you naturally, like a gift for all you've given and served. Your season of prosperity is waiting. Unlock it with your own hands and generous heart. May you find the strength to succeed swiftly